Hello all. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have started this stuff over here. So let's continue it. So now what we'll be doing over here is we'll be just pushing this a bit out over here. Now we are going to create the tires over here, wheels over here, I'm sorry. So let's take a cylinder over here. So let's create a cylinder and let's just push the cylinder down, make it bigger. Push that up a bit or make it more bigger. After that, we'll be just pushing this over here behind this. So if you see this properly over here, there is no much gap over here at the bottom in this way. So let's go into it and increase its sides over here and reduce its height segment and increase its height over here. Before we go over here, let's convert to editable poly. Select this polygons and let's give a bit of inset over here and let's give a bevel over here. So after giving this bevel over here, click OK. After that is done, let's go into the vertices over here. Definitely we are going to push this a bit more up. So select this over here and let's put one swift loop over here. Let's go into the edges over here. So let's go in the edges. Let's ring this over here and control and click on the polygons. Let's give extrude by local normal and reduce this like this. Now you can just scale it a bit in this way. That's it. So once your wheels are done over here, or what we can do is we'll be definitely shifting this more a bit down and more a bit here. Alright, so select this part over here and definitely we are going to make this as a copy. Before that, let's create again a cylinder over here. Let's use a auto grade and reduce its sides and push this out over here like this. You can just push this out and into the scale select the first one, drag and make a copy of it. So select this both over here and again make more copy over here. That's it, and make one more copy of this over here. After you are done with this, definitely we are going to merge these two elements. Before we start merging it, let's go into this polygons over here, and let's give a bit of extrude over here. So let's push this over here a bit, and let's again use a swift loop over here, over here, and let's go into the polygons over here. Save the file first, and let's give a bit of extrude to it. So before we give a extrude, we'll be selecting this, and let's give again a extrude and reduce this and click OK. That's it. Alright. So once you're done with this, so that would be a part of that area over here. Now zoom this stuff. If any fine minute details are required, let's go into this. Let's again take a line over here. Let's take a line tool over here, and just close it. Zoom it, and again go into this enable in viewport, make it rectangular, and reduce this length also. So if you want to reduce its length, you can definitely go on and reduce its length over here. So let's just push this up, push it over here, scale it, so you can just push it up and drag it over here inside. So once this is done, you can also mirror it, make a copy of it. Now what can be done over here is, like, if we require to smoothen all these edges, that can be done. If you want to give a bit of chamfer over here, you can give a bit of chamfer, not much, a bit better. We just give a bit of chamfer everywhere. So let's give a bit of chamfer, and click OK. So wherever it is required, we'll be giving the chamfer over here. Alright. So just give again a chamfer. Right click and just end isolate that stuff. Again select this, and again select the edges over here, and again give a chamfer over here. So go on giving the chamfer a bit, click OK. So whenever the chamfer is required, alright, so you can just save your file again and just give it a color over here. So let's select this whole thing out over here and select this all, and let's mirror it in y-axis, make a copy of it and just drag it till here. So we'll be pushing it. Okay, this is a perfect stuff over here, much better. You can just save your file. Now what we'll be doing over here is like we'll just make this two copies and separate it. So we need to join this over here. For joining this stuff, so we'll be just selecting this again over here and just push this out a bit. Not much, a bit over here. Select this and attach it with this. Select this polygon and this polygon, and let's use a bit of inset over here. Just click OK and let's use a bridge option. So you can again go with the more inset of it, and let's use a bridge option. So the same thing will continue with this also. So select this and let's just attach it with this. Select this polygons. Let's use a bit of inset over here and let's bridge it. Alright. So you can see that, and if you still want to reduce it, so we can still reduce that more. Can reduce it more. This is perfect, and just bridge it. Save your file. So same thing will go with this also. So select this polygon over here and just extrude it more inside till here, and let's use a swift loop over here. Select the polygons over here and let's just extrude it down. Can just extrude it down. So select these edges, just push it inside. Or else what we'll be doing is like we'll be selecting this polygons and just extrude it down. Now this will be the perfect, or else we'll put one more loop over here which is not obstructing that. So select this and give a bit of extrude to it. That's it. Alright. So once this is done over here, so the next part over here is like we'll be definitely taking out a copy of it. So select this, all the elements over here, select this whole thing and exclude this all, and you can just make a copy of that. So exclude this also and just click and drag, shift and drag to make a copy of it. So once you see over here, you have again made one more copy of it. You can just delete this over here. So you can just save your file. So let's just push this down over here. We can create the tracks over here. So let's take a box over here. Let's go to the top view over here and let's create this tracks over here. So scale it down, scale it in this way. So convert to editable poly, swift loop. So select this polygons, select this polygons over here and extrude it again. So once it is done, so let's select this edge and let's give chamfer over here. So we can just give chamfer and just click OK. That's it. Alright. So you can push all these elements down, drag it down, just drag it down over here in this way. That's it. So let's make one more copy of it. So just scale it from one side and just shift and drag to make one more copy of it. Alright. So once you are done with this, let's just make a simple copy of this, scale it over here. We'll be doing the details afterwards, and let's go over here, scale it, so select this, drag it over here and make as many copies you want over here. Alright, so select this all over here and just give a color to it. That's it. So save your files over here. Save your file. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.